start recording. All right. So epilogue time. Here we go. All right. So uh, let's go this not year by year, but like the main things that happen up to where I want to have it to be current day. Um, After you guys had your epic battle with not really epic because you murdered him so fast or so easy rather, not really fast. That took
I
forever
was
to
gonna
do.
say it took a while.
It's because he was an HP sponge, is why he had like 600 HP.
That sounds about right.
And then when he got down to 300, he gained 100 HP.
Ugh.
So in total, he technically had 700 HP. I mean, it's fine. Uh, but um, 4 years after that, uh, Rava, you specifically said you wanted to be there when Ramza goes to seal the Aura site away, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Um, it will have been brought to your attention before this time that obviously you know one of the Aura sites has been taken, and you don't know, and they don't know where. So you're free to tell them what happened, but if you remember that even if you do tell them, they won't know who that is, because that's
Yeah,
what they
that's what I
told you.
was gonna say. It was like nobody would know what I'm talking about, so I'll just stay quiet.
So, but they say, well, it's better to seal all the ones that they have currently rather than leaving them just out in the open for waiting to find wherever this last one went to. So you are brought down, and I can't do this on. I can't bring you down here on player mode. I gotta do it in GM mode. Uh, oh, damn it! I wish I had another thing for this, but I can do it later. Um, you're brought down to this peninsula right here, and there is actually a sizable fishing town being made here right now. Well, I say fishing, but it's on like the ocean, so that's just one of the easiest things to get. And there's like
Yeah, I
Sahagin.
mean, fishing villages on the ocean are pretty common.
Hmm.
Like, look at all of Japan.
Yeah. Well, no, what I mean is it is a fishing town, but it's also a transporting town because
Oh, okay.
they're also traveling to like Gaug from here, right? So that like the western cities have an easier way to travel than rather than going all the way around and like through like the swamp and stuff.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Um, and there's Sahag in here. There's Humes here. There's some of your some people from New Home here that came here looking for like just something new to do. They weren't really fond of being in a desert, I guess. Which is another thing I'll get to in a second here. Uh, but you're taken out. What you actually, I completely forgot, but now you can. I have actually revealed all of the separations of each region, which is how I determined what random encounters you would be getting. Um, the whirlpool specifically is like in these three squares here. This area that I have marked in blue here is Sahagin territory. So like
Okay.
that entire area belongs to them, right?
Yeah.
Um, so you're brought into their territory after Ramza has shown you a map, and you're with Diamanda and Blackburn as well as like their assistants. Uh, and when you get to your destination, your boat stops, and a Sahagin pop comes out of the water and onto your boat and goes up to, let's say, actually we'll say Edwin is here too because he's the one that's basically the mediator, which is what he is, but you know what I mean. Um,
Hmm.
and all Ramza, Blackburn, you, and Diamanda are all put on. these the magical diving suits that your other characters had used before, or let me phrase that Command and Lux has used before.
Okay.
Um, and you were told to get familiar with it, and you're like, yeah, I got it in like the first day.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be something that would just happen for your character specifically because you just know everything about
I don't
technology and stuff.
think that Rabbit speaks. Okay, Rabbit doesn't speak Aquan at least.
Uh huh. Which is why Edwin is technically here, right? So, um, Ramza was kind of taught it to from Edwin. So he kind of knows how to make a conversation and knows what to say in specific situations, but he's not fluent in it. So the four of you, uh, along with this Sahagin, head down into basically the seabed floor. Uh, and there's a couple Sahagin waiting for you at this point. One most one of them is like a really big Sahagin, which you assume is probably their boss, and a couple of others holding like stabs. He has a kind of a conversation with Ramza, and you go to where on the surface is the whirlpool, uh, but surprisingly down here, uh, there's not really much of a force. Like you don't feel like the water's like forcing you to go in a direction. Uh, but when you get to go where you're going, you come up to this extravagant, what looks to be church, covered in like barnacles and stuff. Like it's been down here for a while, right? And
Mhm.
you, Ramses tells you to follow him. And he goes inside of the this temple, and he has the Auracite locked in a chest that Blackburn had made to kind of ward off magic. Like it's like a smaller anti-magic field, but not. It's to made it so it's to. I guess anti-magic fields would stop scrying anyways, right? If that was a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So he puts this box in like a far corner of the church in like a secret like room. Like he seemed to just know that this room was here. And he sets it down, and then the two of you go outside, and you're not in by Blackburn or Diamanda. You're in another a spot around the church. And he says Ramza tells you to stand behind him, and he starts uh, casting a spell, and all of us, uh, uh, Sidon. Oh, there's something I should mention about these diving suits because they've been upgraded since they were last used. Um, they've been given the power to like stay on the seafloor if needed, and so like you don't like float away or whatever if you need to.
Sure.
And that upgrade was specifically made for this purpose because when the magical field is finished around the church, um, your body feels this huge, just like force push you outwards, and it you kind of take uh, a few seconds, and then you look up, and it looks like all the water inside the church has been just flushed out.
That's interesting.
Uh,
Would have
this
kind of expected it to stay totally submerged.
the reason that they did this is because um, if the magic on said box happens to disappear for whatever reason because it's an anti-magic field inside of an anti-magic field,
Hmm.
uh, that if the magic on the first anti-magic field goes away, the water won't basically be in there to uh, degrade the box and have like the auracite spill out.
Sure.
But yeah, that's basically what happens. So by all intents and purposes, if you try and go into, if you want to try to get in, you can't get in anymore. Um,
I mean, that's enough for me to feel at least decent about it.
mhm. Um, when you return back to Blackburn, because he's closest to where you're heading back up to the boat, uh, he looks to Ramza and Diamanda, and he looks to like pull out a key of some sort, and then he kind of like puts it against the anti-magic field, and then he like locks it, even though there's no lock.
I mean, it's magic. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, if you don't ask questions, they won't need to. They won't answer you. So, but yeah, it
I mean,
takes a
my
little.
only concern would be the existence of a key might mean that this place could be reopened by someone who stole the key. So that's concerning. But
Um, don't worry, they have a plan of where they're putting the key. If you ask it, they say they're going to put the key in their emergency room that only the council can enter.
I mean, I would just destroy the key so nobody could unlock it personally.
Well, he tells you if the key is destroyed, the lock on it is also gone.
Well, that's just poor
That
planning.
that's just how magic works. Uh,
It would be great if there was a way to lock the key inside the field that no one could get to it.
maybe in a few hundred years, if he can come up with an idea like that, he'll do that. But right now, that's this is the best they got.
Fair enough.
So you return back to the surface and return back to New Home, and then I assume at that point you go back. You go back to where start setting up your shop again. Um, and Archibald, what are you specifically doing now that are you, what is Archibald specifically going to do for the 10 years?
Uh, well, um, I he was gonna like make a nice uh victory feast for everyone.
Okay.
Like, yeah, but that's not gonna be long enough.
No, it's not. I was wondering like what specifically like Archibald has done in the 10 years that he's had stuff to do.
Well, I guess like um he's just hanging out at New Home
All
right
right.
now. So come on, we'll like see him hanging around the Thieves Guild and then offer him a job because he's seen what he is like in battle.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
and maybe offer to train him.
Okay. Not actually the thing I thought he would do, but if that's what you want him to do, then that's what you want him to do. Um, so 5 years, let's go to 5 years have passed at this point. Uh, each of the smaller cities have grown considerably, as it is noted on the map where I've stretched out to the all the cities to 2 squares rather than being 1 square. And that's also why New Home is kind of squished too, because it's just the way how weird it is. So it has significantly grown. There hasn't been any like major conflicts, like I don't know, maybe like the odd bandits or whatever, but nothing like you guys have come across in your time uh, in
Okay.
Evilise. Um, things of note that happen. Uh, Jana has seemingly disappeared from New Home. There's been rumors of a crazy lady in the Swigi woods telling people to get off her property. Um,
Sounds about right. And
uh,
cursing the people that don't,
uh-huh.
of course.
Lux took up a more constructive job in Magic City, teaching people what his master has taught him, like learning to be like samurais and pavirs and stuff. Uh, so that's what he's been doing. Uh, Siegfried has him and his group has actually moved quite up in Evilise. Before they were just working off in an outpost, doing whatever odd jobs that they can find that they found to be worth it. Um, but on like at 5 years after the whole Masa thing, or Mesa thing rather, sorry, uh, his group was actually given Limberry Castle, well, since it's basically abandoned and no one's using it anymore. They were given it and the right to protect and do what they will with from God, I gotta remember this word my zone legend out that pretty sure that's Poskus Lake, but I'm gonna try to remember what the other one is. I'm trying to yeah, they from uh Doballer Swamp, which is where Limberry Castle is located, all the way up to southern Germanus Peak in Poskus Lake. They have basically claimed that as their own and are tasked with basically just keeping it under wraps and guarding it and making sure no tomfoolery, so to speak, has been going around. Um, Mogwin, can you do me a favor?
Probably not.
Uh, I want you to do a couple things for me. Roll your gambler and any skill that you would have that would go along with it. Your profession gambler.
Alright. Uh-huh. There's bluff. Knowledge local would help for messing with people. Perception, perceive there. Persuasion. Sleight of hand, sense motive.
That's probably good.
Um, Maybe stealth if things get real bad.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll me 7d100.
Alright. Wow, that's not bad.
Uh huh. All right. So, Mogwin, where do you want to have started making your own casino?
Well, that's why I put him
In
in
trades?
Dorder. I
Okay,
figured Dorder is a
that's
good
fair.
spot for that. It's a trade city, lots of people going in and out.
All right. So, after 10 years, you've gotten a sizable establishment. It's not like some like gigantic thing because I got nothing. But anyways, yeah, no,
Yeah, I
it's
mean, he wouldn't want something huge anyway.
okay. Yeah, then that's fair. Yeah, it wouldn't. It's not a sizable establishment, but you have a couple ups and downs trying to get this started when you decide you want to. Uh, but from 7 to the current date, it's been going nothing but smooth for you. You have a sizable income coming through. You probably have as much, maybe more than Edwin would. Uh, he definitely helped you out in the early days to get this. Basically,
Sure.
You basically became business partners.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
uh, and I'm just going to assume this Rava is probably comes back to New Home maybe once every in a while, but mostly stays back and at his own home, with his own metalworking shop and stuff.
Yeah, he would his thing is basically he would want to like, buy a little shop in town, um just sort of, renovate it up and make it into a place where he basically just sort of like he did at New Home, like just sort of basically charges enough to cover the supplies that he needs, and then just accepts donations if people want to give him anything on top of that as a tip, or like make some
Mm-hmm.
food or whatever,
Yeah,
just to try and help people out.
yeah.
Has like a little room that he sleeps in the back of the shop, and spends time with his family when he's not busy.
Mm-hmm. So most of the villages aren't really are non-existent. Most of them have packed up and moved, except maybe a few like the Viera and Gira or Gria rather, villages probably like keep to themselves, but most of them have basically formed themselves into basically one town.
Hmm.
That's where you would have set up shop eventually.
All right, yeah, as long as that's where the rest of his family moved to, because he would want to be close to them.
Yeah, no, the thing was that after Kamon basically took over New Home, Herrick had come back to try and bring all of the villages into one, so that maybe they could have another town, in a different country. Uh,
Okay.
they had a few ups and downs, and maybe Herrick's probably asked you for help once in a while, but nothing too serious has happened. But at the end of the 10 years, the majority of the villages have formed into one. Your family lives in the same town as you, and it's probably uh, as big as it was when New Home, probably right after New Home got its infinite water supply, so to speak, which this town now also has.
Hmm.
Uh, because why not? They created it; they can do what they want with it. Um, yeah. And let's see who's left. Uh, Come on, yeah. Basically, I don't know if you had anything else specific, but Herrig would have basically given you control over New Home, and it's guarding it and stuff. If you would take that up, unless you had something else specific that you wanted to do. And you're muted on your actual microphone if you're not speaking. Gaz, hello. Uh oh. Did he die?
Oh, I'm rather fond of him. Maybe he had to step away for a minute.
Maybe. We'll get back to him in a second here. Oh, sorry about that.
Also, just as an additional little bonus,
Mhm.
I rolled a few times, and basically Mogwin fell in and out of a few different relationships, trying to navigate the differences
By
of
a
a.
few, do you mean 16?
No, it was a total of four. But trying to figure out, how to reconcile differences between him and how he grew up with people who lived in like all Hume cities.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, after about 4 years, he finally settled down with a girl who helped him run his casino and all that.
Okay.
So that's what I was
Oh,
rolling the 4d6s for earlier.
he is
Was
not
just
in.
like,
He's not in Discord anymore. Maybe his thing died. Hold
oh,
on.
I hope not.
Hold on. I have his phone number. Let me text him and see what happened.
Okay. But yeah, I basically just rolled a few times to see, okay, how long does it take him to like reach a decent threshold with one of these rolls? So
Cause it says he's still online, but he's not in the call anymore. I don't know what the heck happened. That was weird.
Maybe Discord is glitching out or something. That happens sometimes.
Okay. Well, this doesn't really involve him. More involves you, anyways. So, while you are creating your casino, every so often you hear various stories in different pubs that you go to. Uh,
Hmm.
you could tell by the way that they're told uh, very easily, since you were basically brothers, uh, that they're all told by Terrence. And even
Yeah.
even after after you guys decided to quote settle down, so to speak, he went off to do various things for himself. Still trying to find new adventures and stuff. He still comes to visit you every once in a while. Uh,
Sorry if you heard that bird screaming outside my window.
I actually didn't. So
No. Well, I sure did. It was annoying as hell, so I've shut the window now.
yeah. So Terrence is uh, in and out of many different places, and even sometimes out of Evil East itself. He comes back at least once a year to come just see how you're doing, what's going on.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, he would always be more than welcome to come and hang out and chat, and if he wanted to do some, undercover illusory gambling or whatever, I would, of course, turn a blind eye to that sort of thing, even though cheating is absolutely not tolerated in my establishment. I would make an exception for an old friend.
you said his Discord broke. Now we'll get to current day while we wait for him to come when we get him to come back. Um, yeah, not really much else. That was pretty much it for like story elements I really wanted to go through. I'm really surprised he was actually doing that with his characters. I really thought that he would have maybe used Archibald to like start a pub or something like that, or like some kind of bakery or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Archibald wouldn't want to start a pub. He would just want to be in one at all times.
That's true. All right. Hmm. I wish I had more than that, but I don't. Just gotta wait for him to get back, and we can start the actual part of this. Future me, cut all this out. Oh wait, maybe not.
Hey, looks like he's back.
You
Oh,
know,
now he's muted.
now he's muted himself. You've muted yourself on Discord if you're wondering why we can't hear you. Sorry about this Twitch, but I don't really have a choice. Would have been longer if more people were here, but they said they were doing other things, which is fine. Because I didn't actually plan to do this, and he's like, "No, what? I want to end it with one final thing."
Hello?
Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You muted.
oh yeah, my
I don't
my
think your
mute.
I don't think your Discord broke. I think your headphones were muted.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get back. I'll load the game back on.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, what is Kamon doing in the te- at the end of the 10 years? Is he just doing what his father Hera gave you basically control of New Home to protect it, if that's what you're gonna do, unless you have something else you wanted to do?
Um, no, I'll 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 keep control
Oops,
of
sorry
the
about that.
new home.
That's the wrong thing.
I
Okay.
guess.
Couldn't really think of anything after I asked you to think of stuff, could you?
No.
Well, at least you're honest. Okay.
Hey, I
So
mean, come on. A strong sense of duty. Nothing wrong with that.
Uh, so now we are at current day, uh, 10 years after that fateful fight, and you are actually all uh, in New Home because the council decided that they didn't want to forget what happened during that time, but also they never really had a day to actually. No, they would have. I was gonna say they didn't have a day to celebrate being free of the church, but they would have already had that a long time ago. So I was gonna make it one day, but then I was like, nah, it should be two separate days. So this is basically the same day that you would have, and Rava, you would know this because you have probably created several of those magical watches by this point that tells you the exact time and day and whatever.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I would enjoy replicating those for sure.
and like you promised, you probably gave the first watch to back to that guy who found the watch to begin with.
Yeah, I would want to give him back the original one.
Oh, okay. Um, and New Home has grown quite considerably. It has now been able to sustain itself on actual stone, and with help of like geomancers and stuff to make sure that the stone doesn't sink into the sand, that it's on like an actual foundation. I mean, there's the odd time where sometimes it sinks, but it's an easy fix because magic. Everything is solved with magic.
It's true.
And this day is a remembrance, but it's been kind of turned into somewhat of a festival at this point. And let's see if you feel free to drag your characters who would think would actually be there. Um, I can say for certainty that. Oh God, what did I say? Would I say that
I
would
wouldn't
you?
really expect either of Levi's characters to be there,
Uh,
given that they're, humans with ties mainly to the main continent and
well,
not to the,
this festival is held here for everyone in Evilise. Uh,
Okay, well,
they
fair enough then.
specifically held it in New Home because you're the ones that helped fix it, basically, fix the problem, so to speak. Uh, so yeah, technically, Lux would because he originally was from your well, he was his parents are originally from Evilise, but he spent his entire basically childhood growing up in the villages, right?
I don't remember. I thought he traveled there later on, honestly.
Something like that. I don't remember. I have to watch back, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. Unless someone specifically goes to find Jonna, I feel like Jonna probably wouldn't actually come because she would have herself so separated from everybody that she
Yeah,
wouldn't.
it would be like anyone trying to tell her about it would just get cursed and driven out, probably.
Wouldn't she know about it, about the festival for through something else?
Oh,
Um,
Like,
she'd probably know about it. I just don't expect that she would care.
yeah. See
okay,
that's what my conundrum. I'm gonna say for this case that she's not gonna be there because she's be that type of person who wouldn't really care. She's learning how to become immortal in the middle of a forest somewhere, probably bathing in what equivalates to goat blood.
the fountain of youth.
Uh, she's basically, for lack of a better term, become a hag at this point in the middle of a forest. She's not actually a hag, but she basically acts like it.
That's the reputation she has.
Yeah. And you guys are having a fun time. Mogwin, you probably set up some kind of gambling thing in New Home, because why wouldn't you?
I mean, if it's a big festival, I'd probably just be going around having fun, eating carnival food and all that.
Well, regardless, your partner Edwin would definitely find a way to make money off of this.
Oh, I'm sure. He'd
Uh,
probably be importing half the crap that gets sold there.
um, yes, you guys are all having a fun time. Um, Now, remind myself. So, how old did I say Agris would be after? Because, well, actually, Ramza wouldn't be the same age because he was trapped in Otherworld when he was doing things. So he'd be like probably like 20 years younger than her. Uh, where are my notes for this? I don't remember. Um, but let's just say that those who don't have magical powers to stay younger, aka Blackburn,
Mhm.
because that's how things do. Most of the council, even Nemo at this point, is getting pretty old. So they're still up and around. Like, especially Agris, even though she's probably in, what, her 70s at this point, I think. Because I said how long? 35, and she was like 20 something at that time, so that would be 45. Yeah, so she's in her late 60s at this point.
Sure.
So that's not bad. I actually thought she would be older than that because I can't do math. Um, you see them around the festival, things going on, and then Nemo actually pulls over, and I'll let you decide which of your characters do this. So you can either do Robma, Mogwin, Come On, or Archibald. It's up to you guys. Uh, and he asks them if they would participate in a certain race. And I will leave it up to you who participates in said race.
Um, I mean, Mogwin would just be like, "Ooh, fun," probably. Uh, I don't, I don't know. I don't think it's the sort of thing that Rava would do, though. But Mogwin would definitely be in on it.
Alright. So would Carmon and Archibald be more interested in this?
I think come on, because Archibald
It's
has
probably.
had no contact with chocobos, so he doesn't know
I mean, he
what they
he's
are.
had he's had contact Chocos because that's the only way to travel. So,
Oh,
but that is
Well,
one thing you could say. But the other thing I could say is, it's a festival. It's lots to drink around.
yeah. He's probably not paying attention.
So, um, the two of you are brought to a uh into a stable, which Mogwin and Kamon, which is perfect for this case. You are actually both brought into a stable which you recognize where your baby chocobos were at one point.
Okay.
hey,
And when you go in to check on said chocobos, because those are the ones you're getting, uh, they have both turned into red chocobos,
Okay.
which is
that's pretty good.
which is why I had you guys roll the D3 and you both rolled a 3.
Nice. Oh, that was just how upgraded they are. Got it.
Um, they're not really bred for combat, though. They're more bred for transporting and whatnot,
Mm.
unless you specifically wanted them to be, but in which case they're not. And you get closer with your chocobos for a little bit. You mount up on them, and you are taken out to a. I actually kind of did this wrong. I knew I should have did this in Lazalia, but whatever. A track. Actually, you know what? I can fix this. Don't worry. Um, And I will drag you all over here. And there are three or two other on I can't see because of course not. Hold on. I need to give myself access to your tokens so I can actually see them. Uh, I'll drag you up here. Come on, because I know that's where you'll be. So come on, you probably already know how the chocobo racing stuff works because this is basically the same thing. It's just a different map I've created. But I'll show you this to
Okay.
I'll show you this to you, and you should have access to your tokens. Uh, Let me just go in Players Journal all, and it should appear at the top. And so just take a quick read through that, and you're free to name your red chocobo that you have access to whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
And there's two other riders here too, and they're just people who are from New Home. Actually, you know what do I have? I do. I have room for one more, so let's grab one more chocobo. Yeah, sure. Let's grab this fancy one that I had for a different reason. And when you guys are ready, we'll see who goes first just by rolling a d20.
Alright.
All right. And for the stream's benefit, how this works is that all chocobos in this race have 100 stamina. Uh, they can run normally with a D4 and a D6, and that's what you roll is how many squares you can go. And there's no penalties for moving like at diagonals or whatever. That's not a thing. However, moving in and out of what's considered difficult terrain for you uh, uh, does cost extra stamina. And I will actually make it so this one is names can be seen. Items will appear eventually on the track, and you just basically have to run through them. Basically, for for your thing, Rava, it's basically like 14 chocobo racing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so running normally with a D4 costs 1 to 4 stamina depending on what you roll. A D6 will cost an extra stamina because you have a chance of running faster than just a 4. But unless you roll ones the whole time, then also you're not the first one I've had run through this chocobo stuff and named it that, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we'll go over what items do when they come up. And I have some things that happen when we come through. But let's add everybody to the turn order. And then just, you can change your own, but I'll just change it real quick. So 7, 14, and I'll roll 3d20 for the other competitors. By the way, come on, the one on to the left of you, it looks like this guy has specifically made his chocobo for this task, like he's some kind of racer specifically.
Okay.
But he got shit. He only got a 5, so his chocobo's having problems right now. So let us get this started because this will probably take.
Performance enhancing drugs.
I'm sorry, you cut out like all of that for me.
I said this is why you don't use performance enhancing drugs.
Hmm.
You mean gashel greens and stuff?
I mean, sure.
Right. So the race will start, and the first chocobo is just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna change so that everybody feel free to put your stamina into the red one. and just make sure you're keeping track of that. The red bar, or you can replace it with your green bar, whichever you want.
The what now?
For your stamina that you have to keep track of.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that how you do it? Okay, I can't see the bar, admittedly, but I can click and I can see the
Uh, I
numbers, so
can
that's good.
I can give you access to the bar. Hold on. Nope, that's not the right one.
So how much stamina do we start with?
You start with 100. Why? Oh, that's why. No, is it not showing up? Because it's not showing up for me. That's weird.
No,
Oh, that's why. Because you have to do that. You have
there
to
we go.
you have to make it 100 for 100. And someone's burning
Oh,
something in
okay.
my house. I can smell it. But I don't want to close my door because it's freaking hot in here. Um. So yeah. Um. He starts off by running 2, and then come on, roll a d4 or d6 depending on what you want to do.
Um, I'll do.
Actually, I should preface this. Right now you're at the edge of New Home, and you're at like this odd gate, and past it is desert. But going through the gate itself, it looks like it goes out to a plains, like a grass plains.
Mm.
And the black trope beside you, Rava, just runs into the gate.
Okay.
So come on, you can move up to 3, and you lose 4 stamina.
Okay.
And this one's not going to waste any time, and it's going to run 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, oh, I should mention, obviously, the reason I asked you guys, I didn't do this on stream, but the reason I asked you guys what your chocobo specifically is better at is because there is obviously different terrain coming up. So,
Okay.
come on, your chocobo will be able to run on mountains without being at difficult terrain. And Rava, you'll be able to run through or in quotes through, be like through like ride like close to like trees and forests and stuff without it being difficult terrain.
Good.
That's unfortunate.
Can Mogwin use luck points?
If if he can, if he rolls a better a high enough fucking, I want to say animal handling, but I know that's not a skill in this. What would be
Yeah,
the
it is.
would it,
Handle animal.
yeah, if you roll a good enough handle animal, I'll let you re-roll that.
No, I'm fine with it. I was legitimately just joking.
All right, and then the pumped up steroid one that you so aptly named it runs ahead too, but not quite. The other one sees the two of you run past him, so he is going to basically sprint ahead, and he's gonna lose that. Um. Okay. I'm realizing something here. Each of you, come on, you didn't take off your thing, but I can do that real quick.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
Oh, do you not have? I thought I gave you access to it. You should be able to. Yeah, you should be able to select your.
Okay.
You should be able to select the token.
Yeah.
Um, let me do this. That might work out better. Add an additional, let's say, 30 stamina, because I'm realizing just out of this gate, this is gonna take a while, and it's not gonna be enough stamina. So add an additional 30 stamina to each of your chocobos.
Okay.
One, two,
So we
three.
go past 100.
Yeah, just give yourself. Just give yourself 30 extra, and I can change your thing later. And while you're doing that, come on, roll your runnings thing while I'm fixing things.
Okay.
Okay, give you plus 30 and then minus 5 because you rolled a 4. Uh, and then I'll get I minus that already. Oh, not minus 30, plus 30. Okay. Yeah, so you can move up to 5 squares.
Okay.
And up ahead, you see that the plains has another. At the end of this plains, there's another shorter gate. Um, and it looking ahead of you, it looks like it goes out to like a beach shoal area. Then this chocobo is gonna do this d6s again. That failed because I put a comma in it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and oh, another thing I should mention is you can't run through other chocobos.
Oh.
You can't phase through
Mm,
them.
Can you take 5 off of my
Yeah.
stamina?
Oh right, you didn't add the 30, and yeah, you would take off 6 because you rolled a 5. You're rolling a d6, so you're dealing an extra stamina to you. Right, you're kind of
Oh,
falling behind there, Mogwin.
I mean, obviously, at such an important turning point in the race, I mean, it's practically over. It's now or never. I have to use my Choco Meteor.
You can't. That okay? That's not how that works, but okay.
Well, it says if I'm in last place, I'm in last place.
That's considered an item which you don't have currently. I know red chocobos can cast Choco Meteor.
Oh, we have to get them? Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
realize
that's
that.
that's why I said it's like 14. You have to get the item.
I haven't actually done Chocobo racing in 14.
Oh, well, get on that.
Well, my sub just ran out
Oh,
because I hadn't played in a few months because I have too many other things taking up my time.
that's fair.
Okay, well, never mind then. Yeah, look at that. Big 2. Mogwin is maybe not the best with animals, but by golly, he's having fun.
Um, this other chocobo beside you sprints right in front of you. Uh, no, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 5. I know that says 6, but that would be. Actually, no, wait, hold on. He would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. And then black chocobos, and then come on, go ahead. Oh, he got a 6. He's speeding.
oh,
Minus
it
6.
is 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He takes off 7. Just 1, yeah. So move 1 and subtract 2 stamina from you. And then Mogwin, go ahead. It's a very slow thing, but I can't play.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd be playing Chocobo Racing theme music right now.
Yeah, I mean, the stream would get claimed, but.
Very much it would, yeah. Alright. This yellow chocobo goes on top of the water without any problems. Or on top of the shoals without any problems. This guy doesn't like being you right behind him, so he's gonna try and pick up the pace. And he does so, rushing straight past. Come on. Come on, go. Come on, go again.
Okay. Oh, just do a D4 this.
All right, you get to
Nice.
move 4, whichever way you want.
Okay. Is the water where
Uh,
the black one is?
no, just this one.
Okay.
This over here um, is all shoal. Come on, I need you to stop for a second. When you run over this square here,
Okay.
something happens. Your chocobo steps on something, and a water geyser pops out of the sand and covers you and your chocobo in well, water. So let's see, what did I have? Next turn, when after you've finished going, you can only use a D4, and you lose 5 stamina.
Oh, okay.
Uh huh.
Because how much normally do I lose for a D4?
You would just lose 4,
Okay.
which I did. But running through that water spout caused you to slow down a bit.
Okay.
All right.
And I lose one extra stamina.
I already got rid of it for you.
Okay.
The I'll get rid of your if you can get rid of your dice rolls, I can get rid of the extra stuff. But yeah, that's what you.
Okay.
It should be good for right now. Go ahead, Mogwin. The pack's leaving without you. Except this guy start to slow down all of a sudden.
Yeah, Mogwin is definitely like less enthusiastic now that he knows he can get sprayed with water.
Mm-hmm. He'll step there. And then come on, go.
Okay.
This guy's gonna hold off using too much of his stamina. I'll move Twitch down a little bit so people can see.
Wow.
Got it. Okay. So move 3.
Okay.
And then this other chocobo, he needs to slow down a bit because his other chocobo can't. Yeah, it can't go there. You can't be on top of the other chocobo.
Oh.
You can be in the space next to him. Nope, that's too far, but I'll move you to the right spot.
Oh. I couldn't see.
Mogwin, this might be your chance to get out of last place because this other chocobo is slowing down.
Well, let's test that theory. Hey.
Yeah, and so now that you can see, uh, Mogwin, roll me a perception check when you get there.
Okie doke. Nat 1.
You're too scared
Very
by
good.
You're too scared by the water spout you go past to be paying attention.
And does this count as difficult terrain? So I lost the extra 2 stamina?
No. It's only difficult terrain if you go over into here. Over,
Oh, okay.
over until the
You're-
left. I don't know why that's not popping up on Twitch, but can you see that I'm doing right here?
The arrow? Yes.
Okay. So when I do it on my GM version, I can't see it on the not the player version. So let's see. /R1d6. 1, 2, 3. Come on, ahead of you. You notice that the it's your turn, but you notice ahead of you that it's starting to slow down, or it's the beach turns basically into a one space wide for chocobos to go through. So if you want to go around people, you'll have to go into the shoals and take extra stamina.
Okay.
Depending on how hard you roll. I mean, you could still roll below a 3 or below and still be fine. Well, you rolled a 4. So at most, I mean, if you go, yeah, you could go there, basically, because you can't run through people. You would take extra stamina, or you can stop in behind the other chocobo.
Okay.
If you can think of something else interesting to do, like I don't know, do something try and get your chocobo to do
Well,
some. Are you gonna stop there?
yeah, I'll just talk
Choco
to.
Meteor.
All right, remember to take off 4 stamina. Also roll me a perception check while you're there. Oh, you deleted your character.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Also, why can't I? Oh, that's why. Uh, I'll just can I? I don't think I can undo. I can't undo your deletion.
There he is.
Oh, so what do I have to do?
-4 to your stamina.
Yeah, perception.
Yeah, perception. Uh, you would have been here. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Mogwin, when that chocobo steps there, there's another water geyser.
Mm.
4, 5. So he loses a total of 11 stamina from that.
Ugh, yeah, definite Moogle discomfort noises happening here. He just wants to get away from it now.
Mhm.
And he's fine just getting in line.
Which way did you go? Because this is important.
Um, just the way that I did, I went straight down and then over.
Here to here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get wet. Because right in front of you, which you're surprised you didn't see, it was a water spout. So your chocobo loses 5 stamina and you can only use a D4.
Can Mogwin like roll the reflex save to pull his cloak over top of himself so he doesn't get wet?
Sure, you do so.
Okay. He is
You get
unhappy, but
you get
he can
you
live
get
with
a
it.
you instead of becoming drenched, you just get a sprinkle of water on you.
Uh,
It's easily
that
wipeable off.
Moogle noises.
All right. This other chocobo is just gonna roll a d4 in front of you, and it only gets a 1. No, not the map. I want the token. So he moves to there. Uh, this other one wants to speed up. Actually, how would that? Because what did you? I have to go back up to the top here. Hold on. D1s, D3s. Come on, roll the 14. So yeah, you're in the right spot. So he's gonna try and get ahead of the pack, which doesn't get too far. Let's see. Then it is. Come on, your turn.
Okay.
Do do do. Wish I could have a thing in this, but
How
would
long does that water geyser
just
thing
just
last?
just one, just the one turn.
Okay. So
So
I can do D6 again.
if you wanted to, instead of the D4.
Okay. No, I'll just do a D4.
All right. Remember, you can't run through chocobos, so you gotta either go around him or stop behind him.
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
Oh,
Come on before you do anything, because I keep forgetting to do this. I need to find the token for this, and hopefully I still have it on here. I do. Um,
pull out the tiny airship.
boop.
Attack your competitors.
You see a present that's just attached by balloons floating across the thing. And
Okay.
hold on, I need to make sure I'm reading my notes right. I need to see. Okay, it's on this would have happened at the beginning of the thing, and the other black chopo would have missed it. One, two. It would have ended up there.
Okay. So can I move?
Yeah, you can move now. You're good.
Okay. So I
You
right
could you
only
can you
right.
can go you could go at angles. You could go in front of him if you wanted to, because you could go one,
Oh.
two, and then three, which would be in front of him. I know that says four.
Well,
Unfortunately, though,
Okay.
oh, you tricked him into that.
I mean, regardless, he would have, because he would have stopped there anyways. There is another thing there, because I'm assuming you're gonna stop below him anyways, right?
Oh, okay.
Uh. Yeah.
All right. So things you need to know. First off, you would lose 3 stamina, and then 5 stamina for the thing, and you can only use a D4 again. And since you've gone on to difficult terrain, let's make sure I did this correctly, unless I removed it. Uh, yeah. So actually, no, yeah, you would have actually had to stop here regardless, because stepping
Okay.
on to difficult terrain costs an extra square for your chopo since it's not trained to step on that type of terrain. So you would have either stopped there anyways.
Okay.
Have you gotten rid of any of your stamina yet?
Yeah, I got rid of 8.
Okay, that would be 3. It would have actually been 7. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, no. Okay. Then,
3 and 5.
yeah, okay. Then Rava, go ahead while this other chocobo tries to catch up, because he's fell behind you now.
Well, I want to see what it does first.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna switch stuff around for this. And then it's your turn. You're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck there unless you want to go into the ocean or the shore.
Nope.
You're tra-
Nope.
you're spe-
Fine with
I'm
going ahead.
I'm assuming he's specifically avoiding the watery part on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Very much so.
Hold on, I need to change I have it set to Pathfinder. Let's change it to that, because that should be correct now. 1, 2. No, that changes it to. Is it what? Which one is it? I don't think it's that one. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, there we go. That's correct. And I had to use the D&D one. Then it is that Blood Joker's turn, and he's gonna try and make a mad dash for that item. Not a D8, a D6.
Mhm.
And he runs over it. And when you get an item, you have to roll depending on what place you are, because you can only get a Choco Meteor if you're in last place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 otherwise. 1d7. Oop, not 2d7, 1d7. Alright, he picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He picked up a stamina. Meaning if he uses it his next turn, he doesn't use stamina up for 2 turns. And then this other black chocobo just tries to block him, basically, because he only rolled a 1.
Mhm.
I'm going to move that to the back. And actually on the chocobo's turn, 1d2. That move him out of the way. The item heads back this way. And then, come on.
Okay. Oh, I have to roll first.
Yes, you do. You have to roll a d4. Yeah. So you could go 1, 2, 3 on top of the item, but I'm not gonna force you that, because last time I did that, you accidentally ran over a geyser.
Okay. So, sure.
You wanna All right. So the thing you should do is go 1, 2, and then technically you wouldn't be allowed to do that, but actually, yeah, you wouldn't. At most, you would actually be able to go to here behind him because your chocobo isn't trained. It costs an extra square, so you won't be able to reach it this turn. So you'd be able to go there at least.
Okay.
Because that's the way the rules work. And make sure to minus your 3 stamina. Mogwin, go ahead
Okay.
while this other chocobo tries to run past you all again. And you both got 4s. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna try and hit the item, but he doesn't realize that there is another water spout there. Except I have him on the top. Let's put him to the back. So he's gonna take a total of 9 stamina and can only use a D4 next turn. And then the other black chocobo is gonna use his item, meaning he can't. Where did I have the rules for that? Uh-huh. Uh, Using an item, regardless of what it is, unless it's something that increases your movement, halves your movement. So like if you got Chocobo Sprint, it would double your movement. In this case, any other items would halve your movement, because it slows you down trying to use that. So he'll use a D6 to try and outdo that, and didn't get very far because that other one is blocking the way. But he didn't use up any stamina. So then the other Black Chocobo's turn. He's gonna try and hold you guys back. Be a jerk. Come on.
Okay.
You can use a D6 again if you please.
Okay. Oops. Wrong one.
That's a D10. That is very different. Alright. So you could get the item. 1, 2, 3. You could go in beside this other black chocobo if you wanted to.
Okay, beside him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And roll me a D7.
Okay. Can I do D8 minus 1?
Sure.
Okay.
Just roll a D8 then if that's what you want to do. So you would have gotten a 3. So 1, 2, 3. You got a chocobo slow. So the first chocobo that's directly in front of you, roll off on ties if there's more than one on the same thing in front of you. They only run at 2/3 their speed for 1d2 rounds. Which sounds like a lot of complicated math, but I can figure that out, don't worry.
Sure, you can.
Yeah, because I have a phone. It has a calculator on it. Alright, go ahead, Mogwin. And this guy gets an item as he runs through it. He gets a 4. Man, this is... Everything's getting all squished together. Actually,
True.
Plus...
I mean, if I was allowed to throw high explosives at people, it would get resolved real quick.
Your weapons were taken from you when you tried to bring them with you, I assume, if you tried.
I only have innocent playing cards.
Yeah, people don't believe you for a second. I mean, they know you. Especially the people of New Home.
Also, I wouldn't like attack people in a race either. That would just be crummy.
Slash 1d6. He's trying to speed past this other chocobo. 1, 2, 3. Uses up 6 stamina for that. Actually, he doesn't use up because that was his last turn for that, so he doesn't take up any stamina. And then this other one's just gonna try and run through because he doesn't want to get caught up. So more room. Come on. By the way, this item disappears off the screen.
Okay.
Alright, 5. You could get up right behind that other chocobo. That'd be your best bet.
Okay.
Because you're wasting too much stamina being in the shoal area.
Okay.
So one more. You'd be there.
Okay.
Alright,
And then
you would have, if you wanted to use your item, you would have had to tell me before you rolled. Just so you know.
oh, okay.
But,
Then I take off 5.
6, because you rolled a d6. What did he get? I think he got. He got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. Um, you're lucky that you're not one space in front of him, Rava, because he uses his item that he just picked up and uses it on the black chocobo that's in front of you. And he steals 20 stamina from him.
Good.
That's a lot.
And then he'll roll a d6 to get and try and get ahead of you. 1, 2. He actually only moves 2 because he has to have his movement. And then it's your turn. You're at the back. This guy says, "Fuck it, people are in the way," but doesn't get very far because he's gonna lose 5 stamina actually. Then that black chocobo is gonna roll a d4 to, yep, 1, 2. Up ahead, in front of you guys, there is another gate, and it looks like it leads out to the desert. The shoal area was actually lined off with like a small stakes and like a small rope to like basically give you direction where you want to go, and it looks like that's the same up ahead. But up ahead, you actually hear cheering.
Oh, we're at the finish line.
No.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay.
You can move up to 6.
Okay.
Why did you move down there? That's gonna cost you extra movements.
I get around that chocobo.
Well, you can move at diagonals still. So if you could go like that and then move 3 more.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help you with that because you would have lost 4 stamina by running through the shoal.
Okay.
But take off. Actually, you know what? Did I already? Yeah, I already did. So never mind. Fucking this guy's gonna run d6 because he stole a bunch of stamina from that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Mogwin. You're almost out of the dreaded water zone.
Still don't trust it.
And then this one's gonna roll a d4 because he needs to save. Oh, he at minimum can only move 1, so.
Good. Screw him.
He's gonna just move d4 because you've moved ahead of him. I haven't. Take off like. Yeah, let's just do that because I don't think I've been taking it off from him. Same with that guy, he would have taken off 5. All right, come on, your turn.
Okay. Does it curve? Does the track curve up?
Yeah, it curves upwards. And
I
come on,
can't
when you come out into this desert, you could see at like the edges of where the rope is, There's a bunch of people from New Home, and in fact, from where you are, you can actually see New Home.
Okay.
All right, move 2.
Okay.
All right,
And I get take off 3
yeah,
stamina.
3 stamina. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Mogwin. While this other guy's trying to race you past here, he's out of the water at this point. Mogwin,
I'm keeping hold.
yeah, Mogwin, the sudden burst of instead of it being sea breeze, it suddenly turns to dry heat, which you're familiar with.
That is much better as far as Mogwin's concerned. Exact opposite for me in real life. But for Mogwin, this
And
is
this
better.
other guy falls way behind now.
Good. Told you, don't use performance enhancing drugs.
Uh, I think it's just because I put him in the water. 1, 2, 3. I think. Hold on. No, I can't see from there. Actually, I'll put him there instead, because I don't think you can. I don't think I've labeled it. Actually, I can just check my dynamic lighting. What am I doing? Yeah, you can't go through there. There's a rope there. All right, come on.
Okay.
And I need you to be very specific in which tiles you're stepping on, because of course there's more obstacles.
Uh,
And how far do I have to be from the black chocobo to use my choco slow?
It doesn't matter. Just has to be in front of you, which he currently
Oh,
is. He just has to not be. You just have to not be in second place. So as long as
uh,
there's someone in front of you, it'll affect them.
okay. Can I use it?
Yeah.
O-
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use it.
All right. I will worry about roll. Uh, why did you GM roll that? Me that, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
because obviously he's taking control of the game now.
All right.
Yeah,
So for his next turn,
I am the captain now.
he's for the next turn he has to roll. He gets less speed. So you actually only move. Since you
So
had
3.
no, since you used an item, you can only use. Do I have it half rounded up or do I have it?
Yeah, but half rounded up. Yeah.
No, hold on. Items. Roll before. Uses half your movement to minimum of 1. Let's have it say half rounded up, so you can move 2.
Okay. Okay.
But you still use up 4 stamina.
I'm gonna move 2.
Stop. Actually, no. Keep going.
Well, that's as much as he can go.
All right. Well, no, that's as far as no. Yeah, that's as far as you can go. You're right there. Something will happen later, but don't worry for it right now. Go ahead. When your chocobo steps there, and you can feel it too. You feel like you stepped on something. Come on.
Okay.
One
It's
D.
an ant lion. You're gonna be devoured.
He's gonna just roll a D4. 1, 2, 3.
69 stamina.
Uh, go ahead, Mogwin.
Can I do a diagonal here?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I do another diagonal?
Uh, sure, but
Okay, it kind of doesn't look like it. It looks like it's too tight of a corner.
yeah, no. I'm gonna say no. The rope. The first of all, the dynamic lighting is weird, but also that's just the way the rope is angled. So you're gonna be running into it if you do.
Okay, yeah, I'm
It's
fine with this.
it's specifically at chocobo ankle height, so when if they try and step over it, they're not gonna be able to.
Sure.
That's the reasoning I'm giving. And then there's this guy all the way at the back. He tries so hard to get out of this freaking water, man.
He doesn't deserve it. He
Mm-hmm.
has not earned the right to escape the
Alright,
water.
come on, I'm gonna have to move
Dreaded
it.
and foul
Come
epithet.
on, you're still in that spot, but I need to move over so I can do this. Uh, come on, when you step there and everybody moves there, a bomb pops out of nowhere from the ground.
Well, that's not very safe.
Uh-oh.
And,
That thing better explode over confetti, or I'm gonna have some complaints for the people running this thing.
it kind of it does explode into slight confetti. It's a little hot when it explodes though. Uh, so all four of you that are next to this bomb, let's see, what do I have written down here in the thing? Um, da 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 da. Uh, all of you, your chocobo takes 8 stamina.
Oof, okay.
Okay.
And then it is this guy's turn. And when he sees that, he's like, okay, better be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing so far. Come on.
Um,
Actually, wait, hold on. He doesn't actually get that because he is also slowed this turn. So go ahead while I'm figuring out how much he's actually slowed by.
okay. And I can go back to a D6.
I mean, you could have been back to a D6 for a while, so. Oh, well, that's right, because
Oh,
that's. Well, you. I mean, yeah, yeah. No, you can.
okay, 5.
Just be careful. Welcome to the minefield, so to speak.
Sad Moogle noises intensify.
Okay. Uh, Mogwin. Uh, this this guy slows down all of a sudden after seeing that. Um, I need to see. I don't think times. What did he get? He got a 4, so he can only move. Does I have rounded down or rounded up for slow? Rounded up, so he actually only gets 1 less. Alright.
Can we choose to intentionally go slow to recover stamina, or do we have to wait until we're like almost out?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't say in the rules that you can't, so why not? And then this guy says, fucking finally! And gets out of that stamina. None of you can see him, but you could hear him come up behind you. But he has to waste 9 get out of that. Alright, 2 things happen. First, I wish I didn't get rid of the item token. An item spawns over... Actually, let's see which side it spawns on. Okay, it'll start on. An item spawns over here. Let's say here. And come on, you just like those explosives, man.
Oh, come on.
I do.
You didn't move for the Twitch chat, but he's underneath another bomb. I might have to reset on... Oh, no, there it is. It's just slow. So that's another 8 stamina for the 3 of you that are beside him. I don't think I got...
Mwahaha.
I don't think I minus... I'm gonna get rid of... Alright. Then it is his turn, and then come on, go ahead. As he's trying to... Still really slow.
Okay. I get 2.
actually, hold on. I need to also do this too. That's where it actually is. He doesn't get it because it would have been on top of him. He has to run through it, and that's you just stand stationary. Mogwin.
Okay, so Mogwin gets to go 2, so he's gonna pop over and get an item,
So
and
D7,
then
and
go
get 9
there.
stamina back.
Hell yeah. 4, which is gonna be sap. Ooh, I will do that next turn, I think.
Just, just remember the thing that you sent me there, Mogwin.
Yeah, I know. It depends on what the race is looking like.
And then it is the black one's turn, and he tries to see if he can. Oh, nope. Chocobo's too slow after going through that. Uh, and then he's gonna try and go safely in front of you. Come on.
Okay.
And that's your turn.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could go in front of him if you wanted to.
In front of the black chocobo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it, cut him off.
Right there or?
Yeah, no, right there.
Okay. Oops.
Alright. Just hold on a second there. I need to do
So,
something. 1. So it's back to where it was. Slash R1D6. It's not 7, 6. 2, 1, 2. He's going to try and get that item on its next turn. And then Mogwin.
Mogwin's using that item.
Alright, get 20 stamina back, and you can move at half your speed this turn. Half your speed, whatever.
Yep.
Half your speed, whatever.
Which I'm gonna keep it safe again.
So you're gonna move 1.
Yep. And get some more stamina back, because now I'm in a good position to do some sprinting.
Okay.
Because is it just a straightaway after this curve?
Come on. You can see ahead of you that there is a forest.
Okay.
And, he technically can't go around you there, so he's gonna have to go around you the long way, but doesn't matter because he only rolled a 1, so he has to go there. And then, come on, it's your turn.
Okay. Oh.
Move your 1 space.
Yeah.
Alright, then it's this Chocobo's turn, and he's gonna try and speed past because he's got lots of stamina to burn still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, it's 3, 4, 5. And he gets an item, so go ahead, Mogwin.
Alright.
He gets 3, which is a slow.
Alright, in a good position now.
Uh-huh. And then it's that Chocobo's turn. He's gonna try and get that item too, trying to catch up to you guys too. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna have to stop there. Alright, so next round. Man, come on. You're just gonna step on all of these, aren't you?
Oh, come on. Why am I always next to you when it happens?
It's all right. It's all right because the yellow chocobo also stepped on one. So the two of you take 8, and the black chocobo takes 8.
Uh,
I mean, to be fair, you got lots more stamina than Kamon does now, though.
Well,
it's true.
yeah, I don't have too much.
Just Mogwin is upset. He was like, "This is just gonna be a happy chocobo ride." Now he's getting blown up and sprayed with water, and he's just like, "When will this end?"
I mean, it's slightly hot confetti. That's really all it is.
Yeah, but it's still scary.
It's like a very small firecracker. Um,
I need to go for the next item that comes up.
yeah, this one goes off the edge of the screen.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, and he goes into the forest. Just before you guys get in there, I need to make sure of something. Okay, cool. Come on.
okay.
Remember, you can do the same thing as Mogwin if you want to. Only move 2 and get a D10 stamina back. If you think you're running too low.
Move 2, you get 2 right away.
No, you roll a D. Did I have it set to rolling D2 or are you just moving 2? I think I have it rolling.
Just move.
It's a
It's a,
roll D2.
yeah. Roll it. So just roll a D10 and I'll roll you a D2. Ew. Just because I'm gonna have to do that anyways. Yeah. No. Roll a D10. D10, not a D1. All right. You get 10 stamina back and can move 2 spaces.
Okay.
I feel like in reality that should be, you still would have to take off the stamina, but whatever. You would fall behind doing that too much anyways.
Yeah, that's the thing. It makes sense for it to be no stamina.
Did you add the 10 stamina to my...
Otherwise, if you like rolled
Yes.
a 2 and a 1, you could potentially lose stamina for trying to regain stamina.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, go Mogwin. You know what, Mogwin?
Alright, well, I
Hold
can't
on.
past them.
Hold on, Mogwin. Before you do anything,
Okay,
you're gonna get slowed
cool.
by this yellow chocobo as he tries to race past you after he
Well,
uses it. Which he
then
does.
I'm assuming I will only get to move 1.
Yep, and you explode. No, I'm just kidding.
I would actually stab you.
Well, he caught up to you at least.
Yeah.
Uh,
And that's for 2 rounds or 1?
roll a D. Actually, he'll have to roll a D2 for doing that. That's for 1 round. So,
Okay, so I can move normal again.
he can't get past you guys, so he's just gonna get stamina back. Yep.
Close race so far.
Come on, he's gonna run past you. And when he gets to here, come on, I think only you can see, unless, you can't see that tree down there, can you, Mogwin?
No.
Alright, so come on can only see this, but if I can actually select this. The tree just suddenly moves.
Okay.
Like roots and all, it just moves over to one side when he gets that close, and then he has to go. He's like, okay, I can go up through this way then, and then you hear more moving in the forest area again, and he's like, fuck. So then he moves down here.
Is it blocking him?
The trees seem to be moving when he gets close enough to it.
Okay.
Mogwin, normally these trees would be difficult terrain to run through them, but you could just technically run straight through it without a problem.
Okay.
So instead of having to go around them, you could just walk straight through them.
Good.
Come on.
Um. Okay.
So, unless you want to take a lot of stamina damage to go through these trees, the only other way to go is down.
Okay. Oh, oh, they use extra stamina to go through them.
It's considered difficult terrain for your chocobo, yes.
Okay. Oh, I was deciding what I should do. Cost an extra stamina.
Uh, are you doing that to other chocobos, Mogwin, or just to yours?
Hmm?
Are you doing that to other chocobos or just to yours?
It would be two different ones
Which
because it's a negative.
would they have to? How close would they have to be to do that?
30 feet, if I remember correctly. It's the thing that I used in all the fights that you hated.
Oh, right.
Let me see.
How many
It
times a day
says.
can you use that? Because I know what you're trying to do, but I'm just.
Oh, it's just I just have to be able to see them. And assuming Mogwin has not leveled up since the end of the campaign, 12, but it doesn't stack. Like he couldn't do it a bunch of times.
Um,
To one, it just
I would say you'd be
screwed
able to do it, but these chocos are probably trained enough that you would only be able to affect them once.
Oh, oh yeah. Could come on be using trap finding to find those bombs?
You could
Oh,
have.
that's actually a good idea.
You could
I
have.
never thought of
You
that.
could have, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
Well, we're almost at the end, so.
that's what you
No, I
think.
think we've got a decent. I think we're like almost halfway.
Come on, did you
Oh,
move?
yeah, I moved.
Okay. Mogwin, I'll say that you can. Let's say that it'll only affect them for a certain number of rounds, and you can only do it on the chocobos once, just to make it not, like, overpowered.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I'm just gonna keep that in mind. I don't want to do it yet.
Okay. Hold on, let the other guy go first. Because he's technically before you.
Yeah.
But he'll step there. He stepped in front of you, so you would have stepped there anyways. So that would be 4 for him. And you guys are still in the way, so he's going to recover more stamina after all that.
Don't red chocobos have a special ability or something?
Not these chocobos. These chocobos are meant to, like, travel, not to fight.
Okay.
Um, 94. He only moves 1. And, then this tree moves, up here. That actually should be going the other way, but okay. Come on. Actually, no, it would actually. No, it wouldn't do that. I can't. I fucking can't read my own thing. It'd go there. Come on, go. Your turn. Oh,
Okay.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's he at for stamina? I don't think I've been. I'm just gonna do that. Three. Mogwin.
All right. Do, do, do. So before I move, I'm just gonna turn around to the guy behind me and like, "You're doing great. Hang in there." And I'm gonna make his chocobo roll a will save.
Okay, what's the save for it? Actually, what level are you right
Uh,
now? Does your level
uh,
Is your level dependent on the save? Because if it is, it'd probably be higher.
Yeah, the level dictates the save. I mean, if we just assume what I was at the end of last game, it's 18.
All right. What would it be if you were level 10?
It would be DC 20.
All right. I'm gonna look up. I didn't actually think I'd be doing this. Looking up what the Black Chocobo's saves would be. Uh, Ironically, you don't you know if it doesn't affect something, right?
Yes.
It's he's his Chocobo seems to rebuff that.
Okay. I mean, I rebuff what? I just gave him words of encouragement. That's all.
It's
I'm sure I don't know
not that
what you're
he
talking
needs
about.
to slow down because he's going so goddamn slow anyways.
That's part of why I was doing it, just to make him worse.
All right.
I'm a little bummed now that Core's not here because he would absolutely be using illusions to screw this up.
Yeah.
And then when he gets there, this tree moves here. He's gonna have to start getting stamina back. Come on.
Okay.
This might go a little bit longer if you guys are fine with that. You're about 3/4 of the way through at this point.
Yeah.
There. And actually, and actually, and actually, while you're doing that, come on, I'm gonna do another thing.
4.
And then move 4. Let me just see where the stuff is. There. Okay. Boop.
Okay.
And it would be... Actually, no, it would be there. Because if it rolled a 2, it would be down 1 further. Alright. Mogwin, you're not going to affect what this other Chocobo does, so go ahead.
Hell yeah, 1, 2, 3, baby.
Alright. Roll it.
Sorry, just like I forgot to take off stamina last turn. There we go.
Alright.
3, which is a slow. Alright.
Well, you're in first place, so that's only going to affect you if you use it.
Yeah, but I can hang on to it and use it when somebody gets in front of me.
Mm-hmm. That's totally fine. He rolls really low, but he does go through the thing, and he looks like to do the same maneuvers you're doing.
Hmm.
So, Forest is his thing as well.
I have no choice but to conclude that he is clearly cheating and should be disqualified.
Says the guy who tried to slow his Chocobo down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
Okay.
The Forest has caused a bottleneck. You could...
I mean, to be fair, we've been fairly bottlenecked for most of this. Everybody's been rolling very similar.
1, 2, you could go there. You would take 2 stamina, but you could go there.
Okay.
Or you could be right behind him. Either one.
I'll go beside him.
Alright. Take off a total of 6 then.
Okay.
Alright, you guys are blocking the way again, so he's just gonna roll stamina back, all the way back here, and then move behind the Chocobo. Alright. Biscuit
Okay,
C.
I have a question for you. Can I toss my item to Kaman?
No.
Oh. I was gonna give it to him because the black chocobo will be in front of him next turn. Alrighty. Ooh, nice.
God damn it, Frank. This guy's not doing well.
Yeah. Oh wait, that was sorry. It was one too much.
I want to just double check that, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. I guess, yeah, because you won't be able to go around this. Yeah, that's right. Okay. He loses 3. And then I have to roll a d2. And the black chocobo, once again, does not get an item because it goes over top of him. Feels bad for him.
Sucks to be him.
But he's tries to get ahead. You're probably gonna get real far ahead now because everybody's gonna have to go around. Oh, actually,
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I accidentally picked the best terrain for this.
actually, Mogwin, when you would have gotten in range of this tree down here, it moved over to there.
Okay. Reasonable.
Come on.
How did Mogwin get so far ahead?
He can run through the trees, and he rolled a 6.
Oh,
Yeah. I got very lucky, basically.
You can go in front of the black chocobo again if you want.
okay. I will do that.
Mm-hmm. There. 1, 2. He gets an item. He gets a 2, which is a sprint. Haven't seen that yet. Biscuit.
Alright, I'm gonna try and jam up the black chocobo first, and then I'm gonna move. I need a will save out of that chocobo.
Nope.
Alright, not fair enough. I'm just shouting more words of encouragement, like, yeah, everybody, isn't this fun? You there, you look like you're having fun. When I point at the chocobo, and then you just see a little, like, German under his breath.
So, guys, it's the first d8 roll. Oh, I thought he rolled an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. At this point, the item won't matter because it'll go down, go back up, and no one will be in the way of it, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Come on, you kind of blocked up his spot, so he's gonna have to roll a d6 to actually get past you. So that's 1, 2, 3. Also, I should be doing this as you're running through the trees. I keep forgetting.
Making them move.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
tree moves here. This tree moves here. And when you get actually one space back, because those trees are both blocking the path forward, they actually go here and then up out of the forest.
Curses. I disapprove of this.
But it would look cool if it was an actual chocobo race, right? Like the trees just come in and they go outwards.
Oh yeah, it would, but it doesn't give me a clear and distinct advantage.
1,
Therefore,
2,
obviously, I
3,
have to be opposed to it. It's my natural instinct as
4,
a
5.
fair sportsman.
He takes off 6. He's running out of stamina real fast. Come on. Come on, your turn goes. Did you die again? Did you mute yourself? Okay. Sorry. You weren't responding, that's what I was wondering.
Gee.
You could go around the black chocobo again.
Oh,
So
I
you
don't.
you can either go up.
Okay,
You can either go there, or you could go there.
I'll go there.
Yeah, that makes sense because that makes it harder for him to move around you.
Also wasting his stamina a lot too, trying to run through the trees.
Yeah.
No, I meant you can go here.
Oh, okay.
Take off 4
Yeah,
stamina.
'cause that really screws up the black joke.
Um, the yellow chocobo is gonna use his item affecting the black chocobo behind you. Come on, which is Buckus Water. Meaning for the next 2 rounds, the black chocobo has to use a D6.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And he only moves ahead 1. And then, actually, no, wait, was that? No, that's the wrong one, sorry. That would be, that the yellow chocobo has to, sorry. But he would have used his anyways and used chocobo sprint because he needs to catch up to the person who's in first. And that makes it so he gains an additional third of what he did. So he gains he moves 3 instead.
Additional one.
He moves an additional 2 instead of the 1. So he still would have taken off that. Then the black chocobo will use that, and then he will use a D4 and move 1. So you didn't even need to slow that other black chocobo down. He just slowed down himself.
Good. Screw that guy in particular.
Yeah, he has no stamina left, or what?
No, he just keeps rolling really low.
Okay.
Come on, your turn.
Everyone
You
else
got
here's just doing it for fun, and this guy shows up with his professional chocobo. I want him to lose.
the two of you see in front of you that there's another gate, and it looks like it turns into a mountainous region with a path right beside it.
Is that gonna use extra stamina if I go through the tree?
Not if you go there.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay.
So this chocobo has to use a D6 for this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all he can move because the other you guys are in the way.
Yeah.
All right, I need you to yeah, I need you to actually stop right here first, though.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because you hear something coming up from because you hear something coming up from the top of the mountain, and
Oh.
I need since you entered into it. Oh, you're so lucky. So I'm gonna show this. I also have to make this bigger so I can actually drag it.
Their boulder rolling down.
It's a very tiny boulder that falls down, but it's not quite at you just yet, and you can continue moving.
Oh, thank goodness.
I think that was like 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I had 2 left. Okay, we're good.
So are we allowed to go up on the mountain?
You
I'm
are.
not sure.
You are, because it won't impede your movement.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know how much it'll help you.
Oh, is it my turn?
Not yet. Hold on.
Oh.
Once again, this black chocobo's slowing down way too much. He should actually be there. And then the other one has to go around you. So he'll go there. And then it's your turn.
Okay. Oh.
Oop. Alright. Nope, not quite yet. Then this chocobo has to use a d6 one last more time. He rolled a 1.
I went diagonal.
Oh, you wanted to be in front of the black chocobo?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. He loses 2, but he can now start using d4s if he wants to. Mogwin?
Yes. All right, almost home free.
Mm-hmm.
Mogwin has almost won this completely legitimately, and he's very happy about that.
You're using your gambler tricks.
Possibly. Slash R1d3.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No trickery successfully happened.
Okay.
Mogwin, you're better be happy because
Oh god. It's that natural luck. As I always say, it's better to be lucky than skilled.
and then I have to be on the token layer for this. This one actually teleports somehow back to the top of the mountain. Come on, this guy does not like you being in front of him.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like a problem for him.
And he speeds right past you. And then it's your turn. Remember, you can go on top of the mountain without having any problems.
Okay. Just red
You still have to be.
chocobos.
You still have to be aware of falling red circle rocks. But yeah.
Falling red circle rocks, the most dangerous kind.
Okay, I'm gonna do a D6
You can move 5.
because I need to move some pieces.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can go there.
Okay.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you could go there. That'd be the furthest you could go.
Okay.
I guess I should show you.
And
Hey, buddy.
that's gonna use 6.
That's gonna use. It's gonna use 6. Yes. All right. After being forced to use d6s, this other guy is gonna slow down. Biscuit.
What are those red circles?
Those are falling rocks.
Okay.
Alright.
If it's not obvious, those are difficult terrain.
Okay.
Not come on Mogwin. That's basically the difficult terrain because reasons. Slash R1D3 at the beginning of the round. All right, these fall and then return back up here. This falls and returns back up here, and then this one falls 1, 1. And then, come on, go ahead while I run the black chocobo. Actually, how much stamina has he got? He's gonna just actually do this instead to hold. He's either gonna solidify himself 3rd place or solidify himself 2nd place.
Diagonal.
1, 2.
Another
You can go.
diagonal. Okay, I could have.
You could go there.
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah,
Okay.
because that gives you a straight shot to the end.
Yeah, unless those rocks are moving.
Not right now. Need one more, by the way.
Oh,
There. Should do it on here
Right
so people
there?
can see what I'm doing. Yeah.
okay.
And there, hopefully, you're safe from the rocks.
Those should be off screen, but I was just too lazy to make another thing up there. So whatever. Uh, Go ahead, because you're ahead of everybody. Nothing's gonna happen here.
Take a
Okay.
nice leisurely step, I guess.
Uh, he takes a step, and that's it. Which is gonna suck for him because it's gonna eat rock.
I
Slash.
can't see him anymore, but I hope he's still in last.
He's tied for last right now, and the both of them get hit by rocks, which
Nice.
makes it fucking. I didn't put down how much stamina it is. I think I did, and then I didn't save. You know what? They're fucking falling rocks. Let's say
207.
they're gonna take 10 stamina each. Um, 1, 2, 3. That red chocobo takes 1, 2, so he takes 10. And these two fall down to here. And then, come on, go ahead, because he can't influence you right now. Actually, hold on, but come on, before you go, let's see. I'm going to roll something to see where it spawns. Oh, okay. That's unlucky for you, so just go, come on.
Okay.
The item spawned right behind him.
I don't know if you can see that, but it spawned behind the black chocobo, too.
Oh yeah, I can just barely see the top of it.
And how far would I have gone on? So there.
Or
He's actually gonna do this, so he's guaranteed the item next turn, so he's gonna take a total of 4 or 5 stamina. And then the other black chocobo, what's he at currently for stamina? He's gonna do 1 more d6 to see if he can get past these falling rocks, because fuck that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to take a total of 6, 7, 8 stamina because he had to go out of difficult terrain for that. He's going to go 1, 2, and recover stamina. Go, come on.
Okay.
That's what I think it is, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright. Cool. Okay, this item's useless now because no one else is going to get it. And let's do falling rocks. Actually, after he goes, he's going to roll a d4. 1, 2, 3. He caught up really fast, though. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And then it would be the rocks. It only will affect him depending on if it rolls with.
got skipped. I haven't gone since Come On moved
Oh,
last.
then go. Sorry. Well, first place goes to Mogwin as he goes through a portal and ends back at New Home.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Just wait for me.
You know what? If you say that as I get close, I actually will wait for you.
Or no. I meant wait at the finish line for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely will.
Alright, come on, go. Okay, the rocks aren't going to affect anyone for right now. He rolled a 4. He's going to block that chocobo off. you're doing that, he's gonna use his item and get 20 stamina back. And try and plow through this area. Actually, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead, come on, it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take you out of the initiative, Mog, unless you can do something on your turn if you want. I think the only one left you can affect is the yellow chocobo.
No, I'm fine.
I didn't want to do a d6, but
Alright, then just move forward 2 and take 2 stamina then.
no, it's okay.
Alright. He's gonna risk
I'll take 3.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so close! Come on, if you can roll a d6 and get a 6, you'll get second.
You can do it.
Okay,
believe in you.
I have enough. Oh.
That's unfortunate. Wait, that should be 2. This other trick was gonna try and 1, 2, 3. His stamina doesn't matter at this point because he's got over 50 still because stamina potions. He literally rolls a 1. He's in second. He's gonna risk it again. Come on, your turn.
Okay. Mogwin, you should take it a win. Don't let the black chocobo win.
Oh, I already did win.
Okay.
I think it's as soon as you get into the tiled area, it's over.
Which you're short 1.
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay, I'm bad. Okay, well, I mean, I would have had 3 turns by now, based on how many times Come On has rolled since I last went. So,
Well,
like,
you said you didn't. No, you're already. Once you get into the stone area, that's basically the finish line.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's literally 1 space outside the stone area.
Oh, I thought you were saying I was. I was
No.
like, oh, I thought I had already.
No,
Okay.
you're good. You're got first. You're fine.
Okay.
This trope was gonna attempt to solidify his 4th position.
No.
He said 4th, not 5th.
Not 3rd, okay.
Not third. Sorry, yeah. Yeah. See if. Actually, he'd be where you are. Come on, you automatically win because you can't roll anything lower than a 1.
Okay.
Let's see. Ah, no. So I was really hoping the other chocobo would have gotten last.
Nope. I'm real happy. The correct one got last.
Okay.
No, the other black one got 4th. The yellow one got 5th.
Oh, dang it. Oh, I saw him get up to the finish line, and I was like, oh, good. Never
Alright.
mind.
Is there a cash prize?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not? You get money. Does it matter how much it is? No, but Mogwin is also out of money as well.
I mean, yeah, I don't
But I
know
mean,
what you're talking about.
But he now has more than he spent, so he's fine.
Yeah. For the record, I bet on Come On to win.
I didn't know you were taking bets,
I mean,
but you
I
are.
mean, there probably weren't official bets.
no,
but,
there definitely
you know.
wasn't. There definitely wasn't official bets going on. Uh,
Mogwin's the kind of guy who can find people to bet with.
but yeah, merriment and good times with friends, old and good, go around, and everything is peaceful. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't thought of anything else after this. This is why I call it the
Merry
epilogue.
times were had.
Exactly. Why does Lux
Yeah.
only have 5 HP? Oh
That's
no, he has
about
25.
six
He has
more than he
25
should.
HP. Terrence is just blocking him. Um,
That's about 26 more than he should have.
but yeah, people watched this on YouTube's final episode for this. If I make a sequel to this, it obviously will probably take place many more years in the future, if anything. How many that would be, I don't know. But
Three.
How
I mean,
long?
that does constitute as many, doesn't it?
Is it greater than one? Yes. All right. Cool. We can officially say multiple. Multiple years have passed.
Um,
How
but
long do bunkas live? Usually.
that's a good question. I don't know.
I'm pulling it up right now because I am also curious.
But for yeah, 2 people out here. Thanks for doing this. It's fun.
Yeah. I know there's here we go, race statistics.
The
That's fun.
rules for this game could have been a lot better because I could have not made you do the stupid movement, but you know,
Huh, that's fine.
I totally didn't have to make a I totally didn't have to make a chart for how spells and ranged attacks work.
Okay, Benga lived to be at maximum 120.
Okay. I didn't really say an age for him.
I mean, I assume Kamal
Oh
was
wait,
like
no,
in his
sorry.
teen
Sorry,
years.
maximum age is Benga can live to be over 200. That's my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a long life ahead of you because you're probably like 20 or something like that. Actually, at this point, you're more like 20 high, like 28 or something like that.
Okay.
And Vieira can live even a little bit longer than that,
Hmm.
actually. So that's cool.
And depending on what kind of magic user you are, you can live forever. Well, live
Well,
forever in
yeah.
quotes. You can still die, but you just don't age.
What about
Let's
him?
see.
Hu-
Muggles can live to be like 150-ish. It's not
humans live about as
100
long as you would think they would live.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh, in Lux and Archibald and Siegfried's case, that's how long they would normally live. But technically, since they're most of the humans from your village are also part other race, sometimes they might live for a little bit longer.
Oh.
Yeah, but those two are pure human, so.
But yeah, I'm gonna stop recording now. That's it. Thanks, people. I don't know what I'm gonna do at the end of this. Then I'm probably gonna cut me out rambling this, but goodbye.